Hello everyone, this is Golden Green Arrow 4771 here again, or you can call me Jamie. And man, it has been a while since I uploaded a video to YouTube, and God, I don't know what's happening with my life so much. I kind of like doing things here and there, and then all of a sudden I don't know if I'm motivated with stuff to do. And what's life got in the way of me again? I mean, it's hardly enough time to make videos these days, and I don't know what's gone into me. Maybe I need to get more productive in my life and start making a routine. But anyways, something interesting today is I'm going to be showing a wooden railway collection video, but it's not actually wooden railway. It's going to be about with Thomas models, but it's not going to feature any wooden railway. This, titled by reading the title of this video, is my entire BRIO collection. This just covers BRIO and doesn't include Thomas Wooden Railway or Big Jigs or any other brand, just BRIO in general. It was actually the first wooden brand I ever collected, and I think it was also one of the first Thomas brands I also collected as well. That started Thomas Wooden Railway off for me. A lot of these items are from childhood, although I've collected some from last year and earlier this year as well, and over time in fact. It hasn't grown much, but the Thomas Wooden Railway collection has actually expanded quite a lot, but not the BRIO. So I thought maybe now's the time to actually showcase off. This is going to be split in two sections, or segments I should say. This is going to cover just engines, bronze stock vehicles and destinations, but it's not going to be like how I say it in sections. It's going to be like just saying it randomly. So I'm not going to just say engines, narrow gauge engines, how I do Thomas Wooden Railway collections. It's actually different. Anyway, it's going to be like just all in one go. So let's begin, shall we? We'll start off with the Thomas range, which covers everything I own. Starting here with this Thomas, just normal Thomas that I had since 2005. It was from childhood, but it was actually a second-hand model, which was in really rough shape, you can tell because of all the edge wear. Moving on now, we have the first Thomas from the wooden range. It's actually the BRIO battery-powered Thomas, which has an accurate shape. I know Sodofan 2K10 has one of these, but I don't know who else. Then I have Henry, my only wooden version of Henry. Interestingly enough, I had drawing pins onto Gordon and James, I'll show off in a minute. Gordon. James, that I actually picked up at a car boot sale back in 2009 for about 50p. Duck. Oliver. Stepney. Diesel 10, who probably actually has Daisy's base, unfortunately, and it doesn't look like Diesel 10 in my opinion. Lady. Sir Hansel. My biggest debates of this model is that he has 4 wheels other than 6, like Toby and the 92/3 Wooden Railway Mavis. I like its face though, that's the good thing, but I'm just not happy with how they gave him 4 wheels instead of 6. Probably just a cut cost, I imagine. Rusty, which I think is I don't know whether to debate this Rusty or the 94/5 Wooden Railway Rusty. I think this is the best Rusty I own in my BRIO collection. Toad. Scruffy. This is a Christmas present from 2013. This BRIO troublesome truck that I picked up on Christmas Eve last year, except it didn't come with its own box. It came with a battery-operated railway engine box from the Tesco brand. Very strange to find that in there. Birdie. And then this half of Butch, which unfortunately, there's a story behind this, how it's split in half. Back at my old house when I was about 5, I was playing in the attic, and I was playing with Butch along one of those ledges, and then it fell down, and then it split in half, I think. Then that's probably how I lost the front half of Butch. I think it could be why it was so old at the time. Maybe it might have been dropped in water, or I don't know. But I presume I really want to get like a new one in this style to probably replace this one. Maybe customize it in the scrap. Although this is quite a rare item, I would never really do that. But other ways, anyways, moving on now. We have my figurines. We have, sorry about that. We have a Fat Controller, Lady Hat, Station Master or Staff Member, Workman, and a Signalman. And my two destinations. The two destinations include Wellsworth Station, which looks similar to the Wooden Railway Bridge, but only bigger, and the Railway Crossing expansion pack. And I actually have the box for this. The bit of a story behind this is, I used to have a lot of the BRIO boxes back at my old house, but my parents actually threw them out. But thankfully though, I still got, this Crossing came with its box. It was meant to come with a piece of track, but mine just came without the straight piece of track, so that might be why. I don't know why. Sorry, that battery thing keeps showing. So, with that out of the way, I'll be moving on to the other BRIO models in my collection, so stay tuned while I set it all up. And we're back with the next portion of this video, which covers just the standard BRIO items, and yeah, that's it really, nothing else, just the BRIO models and that's it. So here I have two of the classic black tank engines that came with two sets of free wagons respectively. Then I have a green engine with a red cab, two of these battery powered engines, one of which is missing the boiler, a plastic engine which actually, if you look at the boiler, when it moves, I think there's like a little mechanism inside which actually makes the red and white candy cane thing go round. Don't know what it's called. Anyways, moving on. World's famous steam locomotive, the Flying Scotsman. Oh yeah. Kind of a shame they didn't actually do this in the British Railways livery style. It would be nice if they did. Or maybe if Big Jigs did one like that, I think I'd definitely be proud. Mallard, one of the other two famous steam engines I own. And then, my favourite item I had as a kid, the Eurostar Express. With the coaches, those ones were the only ones I had growing up until I got the express coaches in 2010. And here then I have two more engines. I have two Inner City 125s, both of which have two coaches. These I could use as Pip and Emma if I ever make some faces for them. I could touch up their paintwork a bit because it's quite in really rough shape. And then I have two of these four-wheel express coaches. One of them, I presume, came with Flying Scotsman. And then I have this Lights and Sounds entirely plastic coach. When you press the button on it, the lights come on. It wasn't working when I got it, but I got some batteries for it recently and the lights flash on and on. And it worked again. As you can tell, the chassis has residue of a BRIO sticker. A small caboose that I don't really use because, you know, the scale-wise and stuff like that. And this weird little switching engine thing, it doesn't look very much like a truck or anything. It's just like a normal truck piece, something like that. It just, I don't know why. It's just probably not one of those Canon pieces of rolling stock. Anyways, I have two sets of free tipping trucks, both of which came with those black engines I was talking about. These make good narrow gauge rolling stock. And then I have another tipping truck which is actually customized, which I actually painted in a different lift color to match like probably a narrow gauge truck in my opinion, because I feel like having two of the red ones actually doesn't make it like equal to have just three of them and just two yellow and green. So maybe if the paint chips off it might sometime. Then I have another cargo car which is actually a red truck, and this door can actually open and the green pipe rolls out. So that's funny. It could be used for any truck in particular. Then I have three cargo cars, This one actually has a suitcase on, which I don't really think it's a good idea to put the suitcase on there, but I just put it on there for like rolling cargo purposes. Then that cargo block, and then a fish load. Came with the dockside extension pack. And then I also have this lorry with the fruit and veg. Came with the dockyard extension pack. A school bus, which I was going to use the human figure for purposes, but I left it out. Just for like, it can be talked about in a human collection of this video. A BRIO tractor, fire engine, when I press that button. Sounds like it's dying. Oh dear, that sounds bad. But anyways, I have this 2-pack of a lorry and a tow truck, which are brand new. Interestingly enough, both the magnets on this tow truck actually can connect the backwards of the back of anything, really. Shame the Butch models, the BRIO and the learning curves, the CGI models of Butch don't do that, but I think the old style wooden railway Butch does. And then last off is this weird forklift, which I don't know, looks like a forklift to me. It just doesn't. Well, it might look like a forklift, but it's a little bit weird in my opinion, mainly because it's a cut-out wood stuff. There's 2 more things I like to show in this video. Starting off with my figurines. I have 3 firemen. 2 of these came with a set. One I found somewhere that's actually a teacher from my previous college was throwing these away, and it happened to be with a little BRIO man, so I smuggled it out just to make sure it doesn't face the furnace or something. Just for what I use as a passenger as I go by. A BRIO lady, a yellow man with the yellow overalls, and then a blue man with the blue overalls that came with that BRIO school bus that I was talking about. Ooh, I'll fix that later on. And then I have trees. I have 6 of these small pine trees, 7 of these apple small pine trees, and 4 of the big green pine trees. One of this was actually rescued from an outdoor railway somewhere. And this tree actually is a Christmas looking style tree, but I don't know where it's from. Don't know what brand it's from, but I say it's BRIO, in my opinion. And not forgetting the water hydrant. And this traffic light. Oh, sorry, the quality's getting bad a bit. And then my buildings are 9 small houses, 3 tall buildings, a church, 2 bigger houses, and this clock tower church thing. I don't know what it's called. Let me know in the comments what you think it is. Then I have my other buildings, the garage and fire station, toy shop, and pet shop flats. These actually came in the fire station set. And then I have 2 of the BRIO crossing ramps, 2 stacking risers, a drawbridge. Now on to my destinations, including double engine shed, this collapsing bridge. When you hit the button, the bridge collapses. That'd be cool to do crashes with. A level crossing with these gates that you see in UK railways more commonly today. I have a lights and sound station, a crane that actually has some graffiti on it, another dockside crane with a T-switch that came with the dockyard extension set, a steel girder bridge with 2 of these stacking risers but with flowers and on the sides. Makes it more neater in my opinion. Another bridge, steel girder bridge, a mountain tunnel, single stone tunnel, this control tower, and this green tunnel here. And that was my entire BRIO collection. Tell me what you thought of this video and let me know which one was your favourite in the comments section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon. This is Golden Green Arrow 4771, or me, Jamie, signing out. Take care, fellas.